I would like to talk about the day before yesterday. I woke up and I felt so different, distant from you, Jesus. Like, it was as if I went away from you in my dreams. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it was like waking up to being absolutely not aware of you. And I was like, okay, I'm not forcing it. If I'm that blind to you, then okay, let's prepare lunch. And after lunch, I felt like, okay, I need to do some stuff. But before I started doing stuff, maybe I should wait on you for 10 minutes or so. It always helps to silence my brain. And so I had my 10 minutes, and in that 10 minutes, I was like, oh, there's such a calmness and peace. I stay here. And I went into this half asleep mode when I was almost asleep, but a part of my brain was connecting and resting in God. And I really love it. I don't know how I developed it. It's basically because it is because a lot of times I am so tired, but before I fall asleep, I'm like, maybe I should wait on God as long as I can be awake, and then fall asleep in the waiting. And with time, it happened that I could have always longer and longer periods of just being half asleep and half waiting. And now I can spend hours in that, but I don't know the key and the method or nothing. It just happened to me. And it's fun because you you rest a lot and you are with God and at the same time. So it's just a real deal. Of course, there is something very special about being completely focused on God and all your mind on Him, and so I would no a question about it. But it is special when your brain dead and you are just resting in Him, and just a little part of you is connected to Him. So I had it for 1.5 hours or something. And when I woke up, I'm like, okay, now I really should do some stuff, but just stay here for a minute. And then I was soaked in, like, I was like, okay, I'm staying here forever. As Peter said, like, let's put up a tent here, Lord. And I don't know what happened, some visions, some revelations, some sensing of power, some manifestations, some automatic movements in my body, some heat. It doesn't really matter. The point is that I become so aware of Him. Like, the presence is not just something that is coming to you. You are just waking up to it. And my eyes were just healed to sense that, Jesus, you are just here. You're just close, and you're just sweet, and I am just here, and you are just here, and we are just one, and we just enjoy each other. And there were waves of this, and there were waves coming, and at the height of them, I was like, I cancel all my program for today. I'm gonna stay here forever. And when the wave was over, I was like, okay, maybe I should think about how to still squeeze in everything I planned out. And then came another wave. And then when it was over, I felt like I could do my stuff. And then I was like, just a little longer. And then came another wave. And I was playing this for like, I don't know, for a few hours. And there were like, I don't know, 8 waves or something. I didn't count them. I'm not that interested in these waves and method thing, but it was special. And I was like, okay, if it's over, maybe I can still do some of the things, but if not, I'm fine. I gave up this afternoon for Jesus. and and at some point I felt like it's over, in a sense that the intensive part, I still felt the joy and the release and all the closeness, but it was not physically like something that is putting me out. And I told God, like, is it okay if I go? And he said, absolutely, like, I'm going with you. And he convinced me that, oh, I'm not keeping slaves, like, I will be with you when you are on the tram, and you will be a trans in the tram, on the tram if you want to. So I'm coming with you to the bank office and to the hairdressers, wherever you want to go. So chill out, and I'm not demanding this afternoon. If you want to stay, you can stay. If you go, I'm going with you. So he's so gentle and kind, and he's not putting any pressure on me, always convincing me that there is no conditions to, not just to his love, but to my experience of him. No condition of space, no condition of anything. And so yeah, I just felt like now I'm so connected to the song I was playing. I kept on repeat some song, and I was like, oh, now I'm so connected to this song and not that much to you, Jesus, and maybe I should just leave this song. And that's when I felt like, okay, then I could stay and start it all over again, or now I have the opportunity to go. And that's when I started together, and I just went on to do my the things I planned out for the afternoon. And in 2 hours, that was left of the day, I could do everything I planned out, and it was supernatural, like everything. And I was like, okay, so wasting time on you, Jesus, means that you add time and you expand time and you bend time and space. And sometimes we say that, oh, in the presence of God, time flies, and it's true. Sometimes, you don't even realize how much time flied away while you were waiting on God. But the opposite is true as well, that time is multiplied in the presence and expanded. So you're stepping out in the space into a dimension where time is just a liquid kept in a bottle. Like, time is just a fluid, and you just get extra time out of nowhere. Not just like you get one touch and that equals years of deliverance, and you receive a sentence that is like, in that sentence you have books of studies squeezed in. It's true, but there's beyond that. Like, there's practically time expansion, not just like God doing way much more than you expect in a small amount of time. Time expansion happens in a very practical sense of the word, that you will feel like you spent the whole afternoon, or maybe years happened, and you wake up and it's still the same afternoon, and it's not even getting dark outside, or you just have a very little time left because you felt the drawing of Jesus, and you felt like saying, and then in the very short amount of time you could do all or way much more than what you planned out. So that's what happened to me, and yeah, it's very special. how God does these things. And so thank you, Jesus, for this experience, and thank you for showing these things to me. And I know that you will show me more of this whole world that is you.